Hello, perfume lovers, people who enjoy perfumes, people who review perfumes, perfume makers, inspiring perfumers, home perfume makers, everybody who just love perfumes. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna address 5 common issues inspiring perfumers may encounter during the process of creating the perfumes. And this is thanks to one of my subscribers. She reached out to me and we have a nice chat. So I asked her, what are the challenges you encounter making the perfumes? And this is how I decided to make this video to help you guys to achieve better results. So for those that are new to my channel, let me tell you what it's all about. 3 main things. First one, perfume making. Second one, perfume reviewing, because I also review perfumes. And the third one, it's learning, so everything about perfumery. And let's start with today's video. I'm gonna make a detailed explanation of 5 common issues that almost all of perfume enthusiasts encounter when they start making perfumes. And the issue number 1, it's mushy, cloudy substance when you are making mixture of the perfumes. This is one of the most common issues that probably 90% of people who start making perfumes, or even people who deal with essential oils, they want to make natural perfumery. This is 95% the issue number 1 they encounter. Why you are obtaining your substance, when you mix 2 or 3 more essential oils or ingredients, becomes mushy, cloudy, milky, creamy like substance? Well, there are 2 main reasons. Reason number 1, it's because one of your ingredient is already pre-diluted in a carrier oil. So go and check all the ingredients to see this is written of how they are made, to see if they were already pre-diluted in some essential oils. Very often when you buy your ingredients for perfumes, if you buy perfume essence or fragrance oils, those are now not suited for fine perfumery to make perfumes. Those are suited for other oil making materials, but not mixing with alcohol. When you add the alcohol doesn't dissolve very easily the amount of the carrier oil, which is very often almond oil or coconut fractionated oil. That's why you are achieving some kind of muddy, glashy, mushy, milky substance. Reason number 2 is you don't put enough of solvent inside alcohol to dissolve the oil, because the oil is dissolving in the alcohol. So if you add more alcohol in the mixture, this may resolve your issue, but then again, check the ingredients. This is issue number 1. I'm going to repeat again, fragrance oils are not suited for fine fragrances. Issue number 2, dilution. So this follower of mine, we have a very nice chat, and she was super kind to explain me, because I asked a few questions to explain me what are her biggest challenges. And one of the biggest challenges, guys, I think is for everybody, it's the dilution. And what exactly is the dilution? So first of all, there are 2 types of dilutions when you start making the fragrances. The first very common type is dilution of your ingredient, of the raw ingredient, like this one. You see? This one is a single raw ingredient already diluted in 10% of strength. This is the first type of dilution. So some of the ingredients, they are very strong, or technically explained, they have very high odor impact, which means when you open the bottle and you smell them from here, you get hit from the smell, which means the odor impact is very high. So that's why those strong ingredients need to be diluted if you want to mix them with other ingredients. Otherwise, whatever you put inside in your fragrance mixture, this strong ingredient is going to take over other smells. This is the first type of dilution. How to know which ingredients needs dilution? It's very simple. You just smell it and you're going to understand immediately how strong it is. Or you just pour it in a paper strip and you just smell it to understand the odor impact. Very often, like 95%, 99% of all the aldehydes, which are synthetic ingredients, they need dilution to 1% or less because they are very, very strong. Other type of ingredients that needs dilutions are also some of essential oils, and they need dilutions because they are strong and because some of them may be even harmful for the skin. For example, clove bud essential oil is super strong. So my recommendation for the clove essential oils is always to dilute it to 10% or less. So I hope this is clear for the dilution of the raw ingredients. How to know how much to dilute? Well, you start by diluting and experimenting. Usually it's or full strength 100% or 20, 10, 1 or 0.1% of strength. This is the typical ratio of dilution. Second type of dilution, it's the dilution of your already ready perfume compound, which means you have mixed all the ingredients inside of the beaker and you have to dilute it to make or eau de toilette, eau de parfum, parfum, eau de cologne, doesn't matter, but it means the whole entire mixture of the perfume compound needs to be diluted again to create the format you want to sell or to put your fragrance. This type of dilutions, it's much more easy because if you want to make it perfume, you have to 30% of perfume compound, like between 20 and 30, 70% of alcohol. If you want to make it less, it's between 15 to 20 and the rest alcohol. And then this is, you have to decide what you want to make as a concentration of your ready perfume. I hope this is clear. One other important issue about the dilution is, for example, you have bought an ingredient that is already diluted to 5%, then when you put it in the mixture, if you want to dilute it more, well, how to dilute something that is already 5%? Very simple, you have to make calculations, and there is very easy online tool called percentage calculator. Go there, Google it, and see how much you need to calculate, because this is a bit of mathematics. Okay, this is about the dilutions. Let's see the next problem. It's ratios. So third major problem people encounter when they make perfumes at home is ratio of the notes. How much of top note, how much of middle note, how much of base note you have to put in your perfumes. So bear in mind, very important here, guys, about the perfume note triangle, like this: top, middle, bottom. So this triangle was created from Jean Cagle in like 1 century ago to help perfumers to recognize different notes. Well, this triangle is very helpful for the note, like classifications of the ingredients, but it's not helpful at all if you want to compose your fragrance. So if you want to compose, create a perfume, don't follow this triangle or you're going to be constantly disappointed. This is my advice. You can ask whatever guys professional perfumer you want, they're gonna tell you the same thing. There is no written absolutely universal law of the ratio of how much the top should be, how much the middle should be, how much the bottom should be. And don't follow this advice of Jean-Carlo because nobody of the professional perfumers is following it because it's not complex for the creation of the perfumes. You have notes that can be between middle and top notes. You have notes that ingredients that have three qualities. They can be middle, go to top, and also bottom. You have many variants. You have also modifiers, blenders, and fixatives. So this pyramid, it's only for the evaporation of the notes. Besides, when you smell a fragrance, you don't smell only the top note. You smell the whole entire fragrance. The top note is going to disappear the first, but you still smell the three notes or all the notes together. This is the difference. So I'm going to repeat it again. There is no ratio to follow about top, middle, and bottom notes. Whoever told you this, whoever invented this ratio to follow, this person doesn't create amazing perfumes. There is only one perfume created according to this ratio. This is L'air du Temps, back on the days that people didn't have enough information about the fragrance, ingredients, and notes, odor impact, and relative odor strength. So you can put only top notes, 70%, one middle note, and three bottom notes, still going to be very nicely smelling perfumes. You can put basically only bottom notes and heart notes, still is going to be one good perfumes. So there is no absolutely like structure to follow of the ratio between those three types of note. But there is something very important if you want to achieve nice harmonious blend. It's to harmonize those notes you put inside. For example, how you gonna harmonize notes? People now, the modern perfumery, they harmonize. There is a shortcut, but I'm gonna tell you how they did this before, according to Jean-Carlo, in the all perfumery schools. The first entire year, they go and they make accords. They have two ingredients. They put one drop of the other, two drop of the next, two drops of the other, no, sorry, one of the other, nine of the second, two of the first, eight, three, seven, six, four, five, how many? Five. And like this is how they experiment to see in which ratio those two notes gonna achieve harmony or neither of those notes gonna oversmell the other. So imagine one entire year doing this. There is more than 3,200 raw ingredients, 40,000 smelling molecules in the world. Imagine how much time you need, two guys, just to come to the conclusion about one harmoniously smelling accord. This is craziness. But people still doing this in the official perfumery schools. There is a shortcut. Now with the modern perfumery, there is a shortcut. Instead of losing your time smelling thousands and thousands of combinations, because two combinations, three, imagine you have to add the third, endless combinations. The shortcut, guys, it's according to the odor impact. For example, other impact is what? It's when you smell for the first time an ingredient, how much strength, how much, faster the smell is going to hit your nose. This is the other impact. How strong is the smell, like impacting your smelling space. So you have very much calculations. For reference, it's taken, this is like a bit complicated for you, but you have to know. It's taken synthetic linalool, which is calculated. The other impact is 100. And according to this synthetic linalool, all other ingredients have different other impact. How to know this? Well, there is some list. I'm not sure where you can find those lists, but the best things to learn it by smelling. So you have linalool in one hand on the strip, and you have the other ingredient. You smell the both, and you can see which one is stronger. This is how you should know. But this is learning by experimenting. So, for example, if you want to make an accord between one ingredient that have a very strong other impact and the other one that have a very low other impact, if you want to combine them to the harmonious blend, well, you have to put more from that one that have lower impact. You have put more quantities in order for them to match together and to achieve harmonious blend. Simple as it is. This is the structure of accords, which is the secret of achieving nice harmonious perfumes. Other impact is very important. So, question number 4, problem number 4, it's longevity. How to achieve longevity in a perfume? Well, longevity is achieved by fixative. Fixative, those are ingredients that have fixative qualities. Very usual, those are base note that they evaporate slowly, so they last longer. But not only this, they have this, how we call this, they are able, this quality that when you mix them with other notes, they also drag a little bit the rest of the notes in the perfume, and they slower the overall evaporation of the perfumes. This is the fixative. Which ingredients are fixative? I made a list for you guys because many people ask me. It took me 3-4 days, and I created a PDF downloadable list with ingredients and also instructions how to mix, blend and mix ingredients in the perfumes. It's on my website. Go to julianangelov.com, go to the library. On the shop on the bottom you can see the guide. It's a symbolic price because of my work and because everything that is free, guys, you're not gonna appreciate it. Very symbolic. You can download it immediately, and you can see the list with 30 ingredients according to their notes, being blenders, fixatives, or modifiers. They are there inside. Let me just explain you for you what the fixatives are. Who are the fixatives? Very usual, the fixatives are, as I told you, bottom note, heavy molecules. They probably don't have even a strong odor profile impact, but they last longer. So if they don't smell too strongly, when you put them inside, they're not gonna change your overall theme of your perfume, but they're gonna make it last longer. Who are those magical creatures? Yes, so one of those is sandalwood essential oil, which is very expensive, but we have synthetic replications, synthetic ingredients molecules like sandalwood, everything that smells like sandalwood, you can use for not only making things last longer, but this is incredible ingredient that it blends and it also modifies, but slightly, the perfume. So sandalwood, the natural one, is incredible blender, modifier, and fixative in the same time. Other fixative that doesn't have strong smell is ethylene brassylate, and this is synthetic aroma. Ethylene brassylate doesn't have a strong smell, but it also thick molecule, big molecule, and makes your fragrance last longer. The other one is raspberry ketone, smells a bit like raspberry, but not very low odor impact. And if you make it together with, for example, those three together, and you can achieve amazing longevity. You have to know your fragrance. Sometimes you can achieve longevity out only with middle notes, because you have a lot of middle notes that last longer. For example, patchouli essential oil is one that lasts longer. Add patchouli, a little bit also of cedarwood, atlas, and you're gonna see how your fragrance gonna start. It's gonna be more longevity, maybe bigger. And yes, you can call me the angel of the perfumery, because I'm giving everything, revealing all the secrets of the perfumers here for free. They're gonna kill me. So yes, guys, this is how I have my wing growing, by the way, my website is ready. It's a beautiful website. I am a one-man orchestra, so I design my perfumes, I create my website, I create my videos, I do everything by myself, because I am enjoying it, and I speak also 8 languages. So somebody who speaks 8 languages, do you think it's gonna make something that you're not gonna like? Of course, no, which means I have a brain capacity. Even though I love being silly, I'm a very smart person. So I'm gonna make amazing perfumes. I already did them. Soon available on my website. Go and check and subscribe. You're gonna be informed when they come. I have to give some free samples to people who subscribes and send me message with, address where to ship the samples. Go and check it. It's amazing. You have never smelled something like this before. JulianAngelov.com. I'm gonna put a name here. And yes, what is the achieving longevity? Achieving longevity, I told you, you have to use heavy molecules, base notes, not too much, because you're gonna suffocate the perfume. Use 3, maximum 4. Like I told you, ethylene brassylate, raspberry ketone, sandalwood, vanilla, isobutylquinoline. Go and check my guided mate. You're gonna find much more. But those are the fixatives. You achieve this with fixative. How to achieve diffusion, which is the last issue you may encounter. Diffusion is achieved by adding top notes, or also adding some blenders that have the capacity to blow up, make diffusive perfumes. Who are those ingredients? First one is Hedion. Yes, Hedion is the best diffuser, push ingredients, diffusiveness. This is the Hedion. If you want to have diffusion, use Hedion. If your perfume is lacking diffusion, it means you have to add top notes. You have to add bergamot. It's a top note modifier and blender on the same time, and also achieve diffusion. You have to put something light on the top of your fragrance that's gonna boost and achieve diffusion. Otherwise, it's gonna be flat. So most of the citruses are top notes. Most of the flowers are middle notes. Most of the woods are base notes, heavy molecules, middle to base. And yes, Hedion's gonna help you achieve radiance and diffusion. Isoi Super with Hedion also is going to help you achieve. Galaxolite is going to help you achieve also longevity. This is things that's going to help you make better fragrances. Sorry. Yes, I look like crazy person. I want to take this down. And yes, guys, this is for me today. I hope it's helpful for you, to address all these issues that you may encounter making your fragrances. If you have other issues, you can always send me a comment on the video, or even go to my website, subscribe, ask me a question. I'm going to be happy, and all my subscribers, they know that I answer very quickly to the emails. And for those of my subscribers that are waiting a review of a perfume, very soon I'm going to review my own perfumes, because who better can review something that he created than himself? Even though you may think it's not objective, I'm very objective, because I don't want to mislead people. This is something that I really hate also as a consumer, somebody to mislead me. This is disappointing, very. So I'm going to have 4 fragrances coming on the market. I'm going to make review of those 4, and I'm going to also go probably in the market and buy a new fragrance. I have to invest in something maybe I don't like, but I'm going to ask for samples. I'm going to review some commercial fragrance from the market, and I'm very strict and I say very silly things, but it's fun. Okay, thank you for staying with me, and hope to see you soon again. And my hair looks not bad today. Yeah.